Hello, 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 everybody. It's the Coaching Corner. So happy all of you are here with me this evening. Hello, hello, hello. I know we took a break last week and we are back today. So, as always, if you are watching this on the replay, put hashtag replay in the comments and also share this out right now with as many people as possible. And as you're doing it, I'm going to do it as well. If you see me turn to my left, I am going live on my IG. And that's Instagram for anyone who's not sure. Didn't know what that was. All right. So, all right. Connecting. All right. I am now live. So I'm sharing it out. And you share it out as well. Share it out with as many people as possible. All righty. So I'm sharing this out. All righty. Sharing it, sharing it, sharing it. And I'm so happy to be back with you guys today. I missed you. I missed you all. I was traveling last week at a conference, Educators Moving On conference in Cancun. It was amazing. I had an amazing time, connected with other consultants, and it was just a great, networking, mindset work. It was great. It was great. It was great. Okay, and here we go. Okay, there we go. Hello, Tanya T. White. Hello. Hold on. Raising Ralph. Hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome to the Coaching Corner. So, let's just jump right into it. So, before I jump into it, I have to shout out Oh So Royal Prince on Instagram. She made my hoodie. So it says, hey, Jessica. It says, I am black every month, but this month I'm blackety, black. Okay. Hey, love like me. So if you want personal, she does an amazing job. She at the conference, she did my shirt. I had see the able, not the label. She made that shirt for me. She did a personalized gift for my mother's birthday. She's amazing. Amazing. So I'm gonna drop her information right here in the chat for you all. It is Oh So Royal Prince on IG, and you can go to www.ohsoroyalprince.com, and that's www.ohsoroyalprints.com. And if you are on IG, I am going to put it in the comments for you, so that way you can go and follow her and patronize her business. Oh So Royal Prince. So yeah, she does an amazing job, very professional, great turnaround time. Yes, and thank you so much for joining, Jessica. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I posted a reel yesterday, and it focused on if you are not satisfied, if you feel like you're a student that has an IEP, if their placement is no longer suitable for them, or if you have a child who has an IEP and you feel like their educational placement is no longer suitable for them, what do you do? So I gave 5 tips. So in the 5, so I'm gonna go over the 5 tips right now, but then I'm just gonna go in more detail with all the 5 tips. And I am so happy to have you, Jessica. Yes, yes, yes. I'm happy that you are here. And please, one more thing. Let me know how I sound, because there have been a few times my sound has been messing up, but it's been good. So if it sounds crazy on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, you guys let me know. Just let me know in the comments and I can go ahead and fix that. Okay. All right. So the tips were, if you are not satisfied, if you feel like your child's educational placement is no longer suiting them, I said to understand your rights under the IDEA, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. It's the federal law. because there are rights as parents. Thank you, Jessica. You have certain rights that you are entitled to as a parent. I said consult with the, IEP team. So, talk with them just to see what they're seeing. I also said document your concerns. I said to request an IEP meeting or a reevaluation. And then the last one was consider transferring your child to another school or going through mediation or due process. So I'm going to go into everything right now. Hey, Awesome Cuts. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Nicole _her. So happy to have you. Hey, Manaza. Hey, Nazi. Thank you so much for joining in. All right. So first things first. The first tip was understand your rights under the IDEA law. So that's the special education law. Hey, that's a special education law, right? So IDEA, Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. So under that law, parents, you can request a change to your child's IEP at any given time. Okay, if you believe that your child's placement is not appropriate, you definitely can request that there is a change. And anytime your child, excuse me, let me back up. When your child is found to need special education services, anytime you have an IEP meeting, you will get something called procedural safeguards. And if you don't know what the procedural safeguards are, you've definitely received them. They are this thick document. And basically that document tells you all your rights as a parent that you are entitled to. It provides resources for your county that you live in if you need support with something. And also basically if you want to sue a school or a school district, it tells you what to do. Okay, so that procedural safeguards gives you all the information you need if you feel like education placement is not correct or you need other resources. So I know sometimes parents are like, what is this thick document? What is that? That is for you parents. That's going to basically go in detail all of your rights as a parent. Okay. Now, Jessica said, and don't let the school bully you. Definitely do not let these schools bully you. If you got questions or you feel like, you know what, I need to change this, I'm not pleased with this, don't let them bully you into thinking you can't do that. You can't request a meeting. Parents, I'm telling you right now, you can request an IEP meeting at any time. It doesn't even have to be a year from now. You may want to request an IEP meeting because you feel like there's other changes, something else needs to be done. You can do that. You have the right to do that. Okay. So that's why my first tip was to understand your rights under the IDEA, Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, and understand what that procedural safeguard document is for, because it's for you to help you. All right. Oh, and Jessica said, yes, you have all the power. They just don't want you to know it. It's so true. It's so true. That's why you need somebody like me to come in your school to just let them know. Okay. Or somebody like Jessica. Listen, we from SPED. We know this. We worked in SPED for many years. We know this. So we support parents and we tell them the truth. Okay. All right. So tip number 2 was consult with the IEP team. All right. The reason I said consult with your IEP team is so that whatever you are seeing, parents, or if you feel like the placement isn't working, or even teachers, you may see a particular placement may not be working for a student. You document what you're seeing as well and communicate with each other, so that way, as you're sharing your concerns, the parent can take note of it. And then when the parent is sharing with you their concerns, you can speak to what is happening from the school side. So if parents are saying, let's say the child is in learning support, and you're seeing a lot of behavioral supports and a lot of things that are occurring, you can share that with the parent, because the parent may be noticing some things in their child. And then by speaking with the team, everyone at all the teachers at the school and the guidance counselors and other support staff, they're able to collect more data. You're able to collect data as the teachers in the space as well. So that way you all can see, okay, yes, this is happening all around. It's happening at home, it's happening at school. Every time when it comes to anything education wise or academic, okay, we're seeing these behaviors, we're seeing this, or we're seeing these needs arise. Okay. A child may start off in a certain placement, and then as they continue on in their education, they may no longer need that, or they may need something else. They may need a different placement. Hello, welcome, Ashton underscore Elise. Okay, so that's why you also want to parent, uh, touch base with the IT team. Just call an informal meeting, or you can have a conversation on the phone. You can email just to get information from the teachers, from the team. Okay. Tip number 3 was document your concerns. Parents, teachers, write down everything. As a teacher, you're already documenting everything, your progress monitoring goals. You are seeing, you may be progress monitoring behavior. Document what you're seeing. Parents, document all of your concerns. Like the moment you're noticing something, I would say some people are better with their phones. You may want to have a note, open it up on your phone, and just document everything there on your phone. Some people physically need to write it out. So whatever is comfortable for you. I know for me, I like to use my notes. Actually, I do both. I like to use my notes, and I also have a notebook, but like I always have my phone with me, so that's why I use notes. Hello, leader to society underscore welcome. You want to document what is the concern. Your concern could be behavior. Your concern could be um, a lack of support, for your child. Right? Be very specific what your concerns are. Jessica said, come on. Absolutely. Okay. Document what those concerns are and be specific, because sometimes it can be on your mind. And if you don't write it down or document it, you will forget, and then when time comes for you to share what your concerns are, you can't remember. So this is why I'm saying document all of your concerns. Okay. And again, you can use notes, or you can physically write it down in a notebook. Okay. Tip number 4 was request an IEP meeting or a reevaluation. Okay. In some cases, you need to request a new IEP, you need to request an IEP meeting. For example, let's say you want to add something to your child's IEP and it doesn't change the IEP time, the special education time. Let's say you want to add some additional some testing accommodations, or you may feel your child needs more of a related service support or something like that. If it's not changing your child's special education time, you can definitely just schedule a regular IEP meeting and say, okay, I think my child needs more speech. This is why you have your concerns. You may want to add testing accommodations. You don't even have to request an IEP meeting for that. You can do that on a phone with your child's case manager. You can tell them exactly testing accommodations you want added to the IEP, because adding testing accommodations does not change your child's special education service time. It doesn't change it at all. Now, if you feel your child's placement is not correct or is no longer serving them. So when I say educational placement, that is it learning support, autistic support, emotional support? Is it multiple a class? Is the class setting not correct? The IEP, your child's IEP could state that they require a small class size, so like a 12 to 1 to 1, meaning 12 students to one teacher with a paraprofessional or an instructional assistant. That may not work for your child anymore. They may need a less restrictive environment. They may need to be in a co-taught environment where they have co-taught classes for all their subjects, all the content areas, meaning they have 2 teachers. That is a change in placement. So you are changing the environment where your child will be receiving their instruction, and that requires a new IEP, and also a new a reevaluation needs to be done to reevaluate your child's needs. And parents, you can request for an evaluation. You can request that your child gets a reevaluation. if you feel that their placement is no longer serving them. You have every right to request that. Where some parents come in, have difficulty and have trouble, is they don't know, well, who do I send my request to? You, like, if I have your child has an IEP, and you want to do a request for a reevaluation, you're not going to send it to me, because I don't open up the whole new IEP. Depending on how the district is set up, you may send that to the special education director, the head. It could be the psychologist. So you can touch base with your child's case manager. Hello, Demetra. You can touch base with your child's case manager to know, okay, who do I send my request to? Okay. And then once you send a request, hello, Letty Greenie. And I apologize if I mispronounced your name. I'm sorry. You want to know, you want to know, who do you send that to? And then once you send your request, the school, the network, or the district, they have 10 days to respond to you to confirm that they received your request. Okay, so you can request a reevaluation if you feel your child's educational placement, special education placement, is no longer serving them. I've had to support, parents with that. Drafting, helping them create the letter to send to the district office, what they need to say, who they need to direct it to. I've done all that before. And parents, don't let them tell you, oh, you can't request that. Oh, we just did one. Once you do a new reevaluation, then you're going to do a new IEP. Okay. And you want to have, especially if when you are changing a placement, removing a service, removing a placement, changing placement, or adding a classification, removing a classification. And when I say classification, I mean the disability. If you feel, let's say a child's classification has changed, or your child has an additional classification. So they may have a speech and language impairment, but they also could have ADHD. So that's another classification. And that could mean additional support that they require. Okay. So anytime there's a change in classification, change in educational placement, you should get a reevaluation done to show that, okay, this is why we are doing the reevaluation. Basically having data to support why the educational placement is changed, and why classification has changed, or why there has been an additional classification. Okay. So when you do that, you're just going to be prepared to share all your documented concerns, and then you'll get the professional recommendations from the psychologist. And again, those are recommendations from the psychologist. It's a recommendation. You may not agree with it, and you don't have to agree with it. Again, it's a recommendation. Okay. All right. And the last tip was, consider transferring your child to another school, or mediation, or due process. Now, every school will not have your child's placement. Meaning, let's say your child requires an autistic support placement or an emotional support placement. Every school doesn't have that. And you want a school that does have that placement, because they already have those supports in place. They're already going to have everything your child needs at the school. Oftentimes you have some parents, and I'm not bashing charter schools or anything. They may have their child at charter school, but the charter school cannot support your child the way your child needs to be supported, or they don't have all the support that your child requires. They don't have the my echo. They don't have the staff to support your child with, their particular needs. So you want to make sure you have your child at a school that can support them 100%. Okay. So one option could be, hey, I need to transfer my child to a new school that has the support that they need. Let's say you are sharing your concerns with your school network or your school district, and they want to give you the runaround. They want to try to bully you. They want to tell you, no, we can't do that. No. You may not be able to come to an agreement with the school district regarding their placement, and you may have to consider mediation or due process to resolve the dispute. You may have to. Sometimes you do have to involve getting legal representation for a network, a charter network, or for a school district to do what they're supposed to do. Okay. And by going that route, mediation or due process, they provide a formal process of resolving the disagreements and can involve a neutral third party to help facilitate the discussion and reach a resolution. Sometimes you have to go that route. You have to sometimes. And the procedural safeguards document that I talked about in the very beginning, you get that at every IEP meeting. That gives you information there's information in that thick document about due process, about mediation, and resources for you. So definitely look through that procedural safeguard packet that you get when you are getting notice of your child's IEP meeting. Definitely take a look at that. Okay. So I'm going to go back over the tips. Okay. So tip number 1 was understand your rights under the IDEA law, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, because there are a lot of rights that you have, parents, under that law. Pay attention to the procedural safeguards. That is for you. It gives you a lot of resources of what to do if you need to get support in your county, if you need to do due process, if you need to go, if you need to do mediation or due process. It tells you it tells you, and it gives you information of what to do and how to go about that route, who you need to contact if you want to go down that route. Okay. You want to consult with the IEP team. You definitely want to talk with your IEP team to see what they're seeing at the school. And just to see if it aligns with you, like if what you're seeing is what they're seeing too. Okay. It's like data collection for you. Document your concerns. So I said you can put it in the notes on your phone, or you can have a special notebook where you're documenting all of that. Definitely. Because a lot of times things be on our mind and then we forget. So this is something you don't want to forget. You want to go in as much detail. So definitely document any concerns that you have, any regarding your child. So that way you can always refer back to it. Okay. Request an IEP meeting or a reevaluation. If you want to add like something like testing accommodations or anything like that, you can request an IEP meeting for that. And also, like, that's something that can be done easily over the phone. You give permission to the case manager, and they can go if their district is set up in the way where case managers have the right to go in and access the system to make amendments with the documentation from you, the parent. I know in some places the district has control of it, and in other places the case manager has control of it. So definitely touch base with your child's case manager. Any change of educational placement, any change of a classification, you want to get a reevaluation, and you can request for a reevaluation to be done. Hello, Albert. Hello. You definitely want to get a reevaluation done just to have data to back up why an educational placement change is needed. And then if there's a change of classification, you have the data to back up that there was a change in classification or an additional classification, meaning a different disability. Like your child could have ADHD. This could be on top of a speech and language impairment that they already have. So you just want to also have that documented, because then you have documentation of why additional support is required. Okay. And last but not least, consider transferring your child to a school that has their placement, has the educational supports that they require and need. That's one route you can go. You may have to do mediation. You may have to go down due process. Okay. And again, refer back to the procedural safeguards, because it gives you all the information in that thick document. And the reason I keep saying thick document, because it is a thick document. It's a thick document. You get it at every IEP meeting. When they send the notice that you're having an IEP meeting, they're going to send the thick document too. Okay. So that gives you information to if you want to go due process or mediation, it gives you the phone number of the department that you need to call for that support. So if the school district or the network wants to give you the runaround, you can definitely utilize the information in your procedural safeguards to help you with that. Okay. So thank you all so much. If you are catching this on the replay, put hashtag replay. Also, I put in the chat, this is my hoodie that I've been wearing today. Let me see. I'm going to bring it down for IG. Here you go. It says, I am black every month, but this month I'm blackety black. Okay. And this is from, shout out to Oh So Royal Prince. She made this hoodie for me. She also made the shirt for me. Oh, I got some headshots done, y'all. I can't wait for y'all to see them. You're gonna see them. So she made a shirt for me that says see the able, not the label. She's so talented, so professional. So definitely make sure you patronize her business. I'm gonna drop her information in the chat again. You can follow her on IG, Oh So Royal Prince, and I'm putting it right there for you guys to see. It is Oh So Royal Prince. Okay, Oh So Royal Prince. There it is. And again, on IG, it is at, and you can go to www.ohsoroyalprince.com to place orders. She does personalized and customized items. Okay. Also, hold up. Okay. Also, you want to connect with me. You want me to come into your school. You want me to come and support a parent group. It could be a parent teacher association. You have parents who need support with the special education process or IP process. Connect with me. You need professional development at your school. You need group coaching for your teachers at your school. Definitely connect with me. You want to learn more about the IEP? You can enroll in my Master IEP course. My group coaching, I am putting my link tree in the chat. You can definitely connect with me via my link tree. And there it is. You can find me on all platforms at the IEP Coach LLC. Those of you on Instagram, you can just click the link in my bio. Also, our Their Voices Matter series is coming back. Yes, for the month of March, we are focusing on special education educators in their journey to the field of special education. So I'm so excited to be launching that this month of March. I cannot wait to interview these amazing individuals. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely, tune in, follow us, and tune in and stay tuned for everything that will be coming up. Where March starts tomorrow is going to be Women's History Month. What else? What do I have? Yes. So again, connect with me. You want me to come into your schools? You want me to do any parent training, teacher training? Get me in your school. Like, stop playing and get me into your school. Okay. So I will see you all next time, and make sure you tune into the Coaching Corner every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace. See you next week.